Hi everybody, welcome to the Makeup Chair. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a little video on how to top up your foundation. I talk about this a lot, so if you've been wearing your makeup for a while, how to kind of keep it looking fresh throughout the day. A few products that you can have in your handbag or just have with you just to give it kind of a top up and make it look kind of fresh again. So just keep watching. Okay, so you've been wearing your foundation for a few hours and you want to kind of top it up and make it look fresh again. There's a few things that you need to do to make sure that you don't get that cakey, too much makeup caked on kind of look. So this is what I do. First thing that you want to do is take a tissue. The great thing about using a tissue is you can pretty much always have it in your bag, but you can also use blotting paper if you have that too. So what you want to do is you want to dab it over the face in the same way that you would use blotting paper, around the T-zone, around the nose area, making sure to absorb any excess oils in that area, because otherwise you can get that cakey look. Then you want to take a pressed powder. Now you want to use the pressed powder with a touch of color in it, something that kind of matches your skin, and this will make sure that you have a little bit extra coverage and it will give you a better look than just a transparent one. Now you can use a large powder brush or you can use a stippling brush, and you can also use a powder puff. The great thing about powder puffs is they're kind of easier to have in your handbag rather than brushes to bring around with you. The only thing is they can kind of harbor a bit of bacteria, so I would suggest using some kind of a stippling brush or a powder brush, especially if you can get ones that are kind of miniature size. You're going to take a little bit of the powder and then you want to kind of stipple and swirl it over the face, blending it into the face. And what this will do is to give you a little bit extra coverage in certain areas and to also help any oil absorption and your foundation to last longer too. And also get around the nose area, because that can get quite red and the foundation can slip there quicker than anywhere else in the face. You can just reapply whatever other makeup that you have on your face, whether it is highlighter, blush or bronzer. It's totally up to yourself, but this will just make sure your foundation and your skin looks kind of healthy without looking oily or cakey. I'm also going to show you how to use this, which is a setting spray. It's very, very simple to use, and you can use either or. You don't have to use both at the same time. But if you've applied your powder and it looks a little bit cakey, or it's made kind of dry patches on the skin kind of flare up, this will make sure that it kind of like sits on the skin, so it's not going to be kind of stuck up, and the hairs in your face are going to lie flat as well. So all you want to do is just spray it over the face, kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I always start to really blink because it weirds me out. You'll have to give that a little bit of time to set, but it will eventually dry out. Sometimes if I'm a real hairy, I'll just take the hairdryer and kind of blow it over my face, but you don't have to do that. You can just allow it to set by itself. Another thing that you can do with this setting spray is to spray it onto a stippling brush, and then you can just dab it over the face, and this will just give you a little bit more of a concentrated look. So if you have an area that is kind of very dry patches or something that you want to kind of flatten again, spray it onto here and then just dab it over the top, and they will just kind of set it and stay there. Especially if you have an area that's very oily or you have an area that is particularly blemished, then you can use this to kind of set it, and you kind of just press it over the top and it will just make sure that it stays where it is. So those are all my tips. If you have any more, then just leave a comment and I'll talk to you soon. I'm sineadycady and thank you for watching. Bye bye. You can use a press, or you can use a loose, what is this? Or you can use a compact press, what is it called? Ah, my brain isn't working today. Powder puff. Now you can use a powder. I keep forgetting the word powder, my god, it's so annoying. Now you can use a powder, powder brush. Ease and control. No, what am I talking about? I'm just saying random words. Blah, 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 blah. You can use a large, oh my god, it's just gonna have like a million bloopers in this video. Okay, just talk properly. Bye bye. I'm like waving and I think people outside are gonna be thinking I'm waving at them because I'm like by a big window, but